Hi, everyone. So I am here today to talk to you about the technology tool that I chose for my school. Personally, we do have an application that we are geared towards, but I know that this one has been the one that a lot of the teachers, including myself, feel the most comfortable using. So as you can see, it is the application Seesaw. And it is mainly an application that allows both students to become independent while also allowing teachers to become more eco-friendly because we're not running around and making as many copies as what we would do without them. Now, personally, this application for myself and my colleagues in my grade level has been quite wonderful because, like I said, we're able to just go ahead and add whatever we may need or want for the day for our students to complete. So, how would I train the faculty on these tools? Now, this is a very great question. I do believe that schools should be encouraging their teachers to have more PDs on exploring the app. I do believe if we're given the time, then we would become extreme experts on certain applications such as Seesaw. I would like to set up one-on-one opportunities for the staff, even if it's just with another colleague. I feel that even the ones that do feel comfortable using the app would benefit because there is always something new to learn in regards to thinking, oh, I know everything that there is to know about the application. That is not true. There is always something new to learn or something to perfect along the way. And then finally, I would like to just encourage the school to not only provide teachers with the opportunity to have the one-on-one training, but also for them to have a day where, well, multiple days, because depending on the school, where we are able to share either in groups or independently, something that we've truly learned and something we've taken from the application. So that is something really intriguing to me because, like I said, I may know something that my colleague doesn't and vice versa. So we're able to learn from each other. Now, how will the tool promote student engagement and improve student learning? I have seen it that it does promote their engagement just because if the work that is given to them on their application is a little bit too difficult, then they're given the opportunity to work in groups or with a partner. I tend to always go for partner because then they're given the opportunity to share and listen and share off, right? So then it allows them to become more engaged with one another. And to improve their student learning, I do believe that it does allow them to become more independent. We're just able to go ahead and say, okay, so for today, after we're done with this lesson, or while I'm working with this group, you may go on to Seesaw and finish the work that we have submitted there for you. Now, it is also a great app to allow the teacher and parents or guardians to have constant communication. So the parent is also allowed to download the app on their phone. And once we upload work or we give feedback, parents also get a notification. Therefore, they're always being aware of what is it that their child might have to do for the day, or what their child didn't complete and what they could do at home. So then I believe that it's a great median in between for both the parent and teacher. So it allows not only student engagement in the classroom, but it also allows student engagement at home because it's going to allow parents to be a little bit more aware of what their child is doing in their everyday schedule in and out of the classroom. Now, how would I assess the viability of the tools that I've selected? I could only speak on my own classroom. I know that they become more aware of what they need to be doing throughout the day. I know that once our groups were over or they were finished with the work that was given to them after a lesson, they were allowed to go back and finish the assignments that were given to them either the day of or the day before. After a certain amount of days, I would say, okay, if it's Thursday today, you can't go back till last week's work. Whatever you didn't finish from last week, that's going to be deducted points because we had the whole entire week to complete that. So they could only go from the week. So from Monday to Friday, that was their only days available. So for example, today is June 22nd. They were only going to be able to go to 21st, 20th, June 20th, all the way to June 20, 24th to complete the work. And that's only because I want them to be responsible for what they're doing. Now, I know that they're also able to do in quiet work. So that's very important overall in LPAC testing, or even for DIBELS. I know that there is one in the beginning of the year, middle of the year, and end of the year. So I know that during those 3 times of the year, I really loved and enjoyed the Seesaw app because it allowed me and them to have that opportunity to say, okay, you may go on and work on your work, your independent work quietly and not interrupt me, because they'll be having the instructions and they'll have the opportunity to go back and just go ahead and complete whatever it is they may need to do. Now, like I said, like I mentioned before, parents and guardians are able to notice when we upload the work and what is it that they've done and what is it that they need to do. So that is one of the most important things, because I truly have seen a grand improvement when I have so-and-so's parents reach out to me and say, hey, Ms. Chavarria, how come so-and-so has such a lower grade here, or I'm noticing that he has multiple assignments, what's going on? I'm able to refer them back to the app and have them like personally see what is it that they've done. So the financial impact in adopting the tool that it would have on school, it is that, you know, it is an investment. So I do believe that, yes, it's a little bit expensive, but I truly believe that it's one of the most essential apps that we may need throughout our teaching. So I've done my research and I've asked my resource technology person at school, and they said that it's approximately $5 per teacher, like $5 per count on the teacher, and $1 per student. So therefore, it's not a lot towards for the school to go ahead and pay, but like I said, every penny counts. So it is an investment. It is something that they have to take into consideration. But I do believe that the one-on-one and the more opportunities we are given as a staff, it will even out, because then they'll just have to pay for the accounts, while we, the teachers, the staff, we all take on a role to help each other build up our strategies. So for example, let me go ahead and show you what I mean by that. So let me stop my sharing for my presentation, and let me begin my sharing for my personal teaching account. So for example, this is my old account. So some of this work, of course, did not get finished just because during the last week of school, I do tend to notice that a lot of the students are absent. So for example, we were doing a lot of reviewing towards last week. So I was doing verbs. I was focusing on noun and verbs and money, adjectives. But one of the really, really cool things that I really enjoy from this app is that you're able to create your own. So let me see right here. Let me show you what I mean. You go into assign activity. And then from there, you go into create and you come up with your own title. You come up with your own media. And then, of course, you have any notes that you might like to include for either your students or your parents. And then you just go ahead and save it and just post it on for the students. Now, another really great thing that I love about this is that not only are you able to create your own, but you're also able to edit these activities that there are. So it's not exactly all of them, but majority of them are editable. Let me see. I believe one of them was the reading comprehension, if I'm not mistaken. So you go here and you go into copy and edit. And of course it says read the 2 stories, use a highlighter to find all the long I and long O words, but in case that we're focusing also on the long A words or the digraphs, then I would go ahead and add it here. Like also use the color blue to underline all the digraphs within. So I go ahead and save it. Then once I saved, I may go ahead and assign it. So there it is. Or what I personally also really, really love and enjoy from this app is that not only is there an assignments that you're able to do, right? But you're also able to schedule and differentiate within your students. So for example, if I want to do this one, the which verb, if I don't want to do that until I want them to complete that until after lunch, I go into schedule. I go into June 22nd or whatever day it may be. You may get to choose as far ahead as you like. So I would go ahead and just choose today's, but I want it till after lunch. So that would be around 3 p.m. And I would just go ahead and save. And let's say not all my students are at the same level. Then I go ahead and unclick everyone. And then I just maybe focus on Jesus. I maybe focus on Sophie and Valerie. And I just go ahead and click check. And you just make it immediately to them. So that's something that I really, really love and enjoy. Now, I did mention in my presentation that there is also a communication button for families. So therefore, it's right here. It's an inbox. You're able to make family announcements that you could go ahead and invite families. Student announcements, just, don't forget to complete all the work for this week. And just all the recent notifications as to when they're turning in the work. So that is really awesome to see. So for example, I could go into which verb. I could see, 3 have not responded, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the one that was assigned lastly. So let's see about this one. The word search, maybe that one, yeah. So you see, there's a lot of them that are completed, while there might be 1 or 2 that have not been, but that's okay. You could always you see it's a draft, you may go ahead and resend it, and they'll get the notification on their end. So it's really awesome to be able to maintain the student responsible for what it is that they need to do. So in my personal opinion, this is an awesome technology app that will be very beneficial to be added onto our everyday. And I do believe it does promote student engagement and it does promote student independence. So let me go ahead and stop sharing. So if after even this presentation, you still have more questions in regards to the app itself, then you may go ahead and contact me to maybe have a one-on-one meeting in regards to the app. My name is here. My email where you can reach me the fastest is listed below. And my phone number, of course, you may call anytime from 8 to 5. And I hope to see you guys very soon.